Well, guys, it is time. I was going to do this tomorrow. I was going to do the stream tomorrow, but I really wanted to smash out Elder Scrolls this weekend. And obviously the weekend starts Friday, as people call it. I don't really tend to count it as Friday, but yeah. So I've got like 7 pages worth of like stuff to do with the Taken King. I've got a list of all the raid gear which I will read out. I've got all the class icon. I've got a lot of stuff to read out and to explain, and I'll give you my opinion on each of the sections. So we're going to start off with the 9 things that will be the biggest changes when the Taken King comes out. So the first thing is leveling is easier to understand. If you've played Destiny before the Taken King, you can probably recall the moment where you first puzzled over the game's bizarre leveling system. Vanilla Destiny players advance through NXP until level 20, at which point any changes to their level become tied to their gear. Pieces of armor had light values that were added together to yield some total, meaning that your level and thus your effectiveness against the game's toughest enemies was tied up in the armor you were wearing. Light and level are now completely separate. This was a source immensely confusion for players, and the system has been simplified for the Taken King. Players can now reach a new cap of level 40 through earning experience, completing story missions, going on patrols, running strikes, and playing against other players in PvP and other stand activities. Obviously like the raids. I think you could gain XP from the raids. And obviously the abandoned quests. So the next thing is the light still exists, but it's an indicator for overall strength rather than something that impacts players' access on content. It now factors on the strength of your weapons, class items, and ghosts shares rather than just armor. So before it was just the armor that basically you had to get light gear for, but now you have to get every single piece, which I will show you now. So as you see, at the moment, the cap level for the light level in this trial run for the Taken King is basically 170. So you need all your items 170. This is 180, which I don't know why, but that is basically it. So basically, you need everything. You know, your ghost shells, your class items. So if you attained a certain level using light in Destiny, it'll be ported over to the same XP related level once when you hop into Taken King. Your new light level will be automatically determined by the contents of your inventory and vault. The Bungie has recommended waiting to dismantle anything until that level has been calculated. Okay, so we've got weapons, stats, slots, and special skills has been recalibrated. If you're not too attached to weapon damage and defense, figures reach in the mid hundreds because those numbers are going to change. The amount of weapons that value damage are characterized. Destiny has been knocked down by over half, and they've been alagnoid, so that weapons and armors have with the same attack defense are roughly equivalent in terms of strength. A lot of the gear will be available at level 20, but much of the Taken King's new armor and weapon will be locked until players hit the new level cap of the strength, intelligence, and have been newly tiered and separately from percentages, and looking at them telling the players. So basically that's basically saying the tiers of all this. You got tier 0 for that. I got almost tier 0, and this is tier 2 and almost 3. So basically telling you about the different tiers that you'll have for your you know, how long it will take you to get your Scorch, how long it will take you to get your grenades, and then obviously your super. Okay, so that's next thing. The Winter Sky Show is for ghosts who feel blue. Class items and ghost shells now contribute to attack and defense as well, but they've been granted special perks and packs on gameplay in new ways. An example, the Winter Sky Shell with flavoured text for ghosts who feel blue. It aids XP and all rep. So basically, as you see here, this ghost has detects and marks a nearby helium. This one has relic island. So basically, they'll locate it like. So you can see it a lot easier. You're not going to struggle going to every single corner, which is quite cool. Other pieces have also been given newer, more specific perks. There are also new ways to extract value from unwanted armor and weaponry. Legendary armor will will yield legendary marks when dismantled, and legendary and exotics can also be upgraded through infusion, which lets you consume more powerful weapon to boost attack value and weapon. Okay, especially as you look on, does this have it? No. There is some of the weapons. Basically, you can now you can basically get any year 2 weapons. You can actually make it better, which is cool. Okay, so get ready to flip through exotic blueprints. Exotic weaponry is changing in a major way in the Taken King. Using exotic shards at a small amount of glow, so exotic weapons from the upgrade to new maximum attack value right away, but others will be left behind at the old value thing. Finally, exotic items now have the definitive perks unlocked right away, so you won't have to grind to discover what it makes given. So basically, if you watch the Bungie stream, they showed the exotics. So basically, the Nightbreed Nemesis, when we we'll actually go over there now actually, and I'll explain the perks is.
Crucible ID.
Okay, so I think gear is this way, isn't it? Yeah, armor. So basically, okay, so year 2. This is year 2. So as you see, the this is basically the Lightbearer Nemesis. So basically, you will unlock that already. So basically, what this is saying is basically you don't need to grind XP to actually unlock it. But what actually the year 2 will do is that you can actually gain more perks. So basically, the more spell energy from non-guardian kills, and then gain bonus melee energy on orbs. So that is actually quite cool. So that's quite cool. What's the next thing? As you see here, you can infuse it for any 3 legendary marks, which is pretty good. The question I've been thinking is, how many times can you infuse an exotic? Once, twice, or 3 times? You don't actually need that much. Okay, so next thing is currencies and reputations have been simplified. Okay, so as you know, from when the game came out, you would have to obviously get 2 different sets of marks: Vanguard for PvE and Crucible for PvP, which is called Crucible marks and Vanguard marks. They now become into a single item. So as you look on here, we have maximum Crucible marks and max Vanguard marks. Now this is legendary marks. So basically, when the DLC drops, I will have 400 legendary marks. So I'll have 200 already, then the other 200 will be in my Postmaster, which is going to be quite nice. Upgrade materials also have been scaled back, with all 3 class specific materials now folded into a single collectible. Goodbye Sapphire Wire, Starfield Plating, and good riddance Essence. Players' wallets and marks still come at 200, but the weekly earning cap has been lifted, so you can earn as many as possible as be given in a week. So as you know, you could only earn 100 marks per week on each of the Vanguard and Crucible, but now you can earn unlimited Vanguard marks, which would be quite nice to get to, like, you know, if you're one of those people that like to get all the gear sets, you know, all the factions. You'll have full, so you can have full Future War Cult. You can have full Dead Orbit gear or whatever. And we'll actually go to the Future War Cult now, so I need to go and get it. Destiny's exclusive and reward package only by increasing rank to do. The Gunsmith finally has something good, other than those fusion rifle bounties for the fusion rifle bounty, which is the Pocket Infinity, I think, if I remember right. Okay, so once Surveyor, once you push level 20, so basically once you hit level 20, he has been returned into a regular source of legendary weapons. You can field test weapons, which means renting them from the gunsmith and completing tasks. Doing so gives you XP, rep, giving you rep for the, hold on. Gunsmith and complete tasks. Doing so gives you one sort of reputation. Once you've earned enough favour, you can participate in a arms day, which basically you can put an order on what gun you want out of the selection, obviously, and you know of what you want.
Comes in handy. There you go.
Of what you want to use. The 3 new weapons is the Soros, which is the pulse rifle, Soros is the auto rifle, Haki is the pulse, and the Oberlong, which is an awful sniper rifle. I hope you like quests. Okay, so, I'm sure you've heard about all of them, but none of them are glaring to befuddling. That's a terrible story. The game tossed you into a vast universe and gave you insane powers and weaponry, but didn't bother you to explain how to obtain them or why they were important. Okay, so bounties are different too. Bounties have been revamped to reflect actual players' patterns. You won't have to beat the same boss over and over again and a small bit of experience. Players can track up to 4 bounties, and doing so show the progress on those bounties when they pull up the ghost. So when you have this, you can see what your progress is. So I'll actually show you that now. So when you go onto like a quest, you press track, and then you pull up your ghost, and you'll see the bottom right corner, talk to Petra, which is the House of Wolves quest, which apparently I didn't do. You can cash in bounties from the pause screen, like this. So you go to quests and you can cash it in, and as you see, press X to complete, which I will not complete it, because I'm keeping it for the DLC. More vendors have bounties that are specifically tailored to their function, and there's a new level for differentiation between daily and weekly bounties. Bungie's team of streamers looked at a selection of weekly bounties that had to do with PvP play and revealed a special bounty that's completed by finishing a certain number of weekly bounties. If you manage to complete the full special bounty, you'll gain an unknown Nightfall tier rewards. Basically now you can actually earn 3 Nightfall rewards without doing the Nightfall. So if we go over to PvP now, I will show you what you mean. So basically you'll get 5 Crucible bounties to do, and if you complete those 5, you have to complete the 6th one, which is going to be, I would have assumed they're slightly tougher, but not too tough, hopefully. And basically, once you complete all 6, you will get like a Nightfall tier reward. So you could get an exotic, you could get, it'd be just underneath here. It could be just underneath here. So you could get, anything really good, which would be quite good. So, okay, so you can give your character a little boost. Spark of a Light, only item that lists characters to 25 and outfits. This item can't be used on characters above 25, but it will allow new players to jump to the right new game action rather than force them to work through all of the stuff. Okay, number 8, appearing stuff on the tower reorganization. So basically, as you see, there's now a shader, ship, emblems, sparrows, and emotes, which is the stuff like that. So you can actually now, if you delete one of those items, you can acquire it again through those terminals, which will allow people to have actually more space, which I think is pretty good. Okay, some vendors have moved and others are selling new items. For example, the speaker now sells ghost shells in addition to his new exciting class items and material exchanges. Finally, some vendors have been tweaked to offer more deterministic endgame appropriate rewards. The most notable example is the notorious Cryptouch, a mysterious magician who ripped off millions of players over the course of this year and death in the tower. He now sells legendary engrams for legendary marks, allowing players a guaranteed legendary item from the chance at an exotic item. So yes, you can now buy legendary stuff. So I doubt it'll be weapons. I think it'll just be gear. So as you look here, okay, so as you see here, he is selling nothing. But when the DLC drops, you'll have legendary, which is quite cool. Okay, the next thing is, yes, they've actually increased the vault again. So as you see, I've got 31, and that's basically half of the space. The armors are separately, which is actually really good. So you've got your weapons and armors separate screen, which is good, and general is obviously separate as well. So that's it for the things to do with Destiny. Okay, so now we're going to go over to we are now going to go over what's different in the stuff. Okay, so the first thing is, don't dismantle anything because Bungie will use items in inventory to determine your overall level when the DLC drops. Your light level is the average of your total defense attack across all equipped items. The new level is level 40. Guess and your class of the will now produce produce your level, your light level, which is obviously, as I was saying earlier, your 170, which is quite nice. Intellect, discipline, and strength ratings have remained, but the impact is better explained. So you'll have tiers. The quest tab is now as I said, the bounties will now have 16. You can check up to 4. You can actually hold up to 32 quests. Really? That's insane. You say, as you see, 1 out of 32, so you could have up to 32 quests. That is insane. Quests show you their rewards. This idea is to take the guesswork out of the game and reduce the randomness, which is awesome. The Spark of Light is for new players who are under level 25 and need to get to 25 to enable to play the DLC when it comes out. The Guardian is first to be displayed. To speak in ourselves, Ghost class items now has defense and upgrade rates and reputation gain. New gears will obviously detect set-up materials. The tower has terminals, emblems, treasure ships. You can get rid of all them, like I said earlier, without having to obviously worry about, oh, I've got to do the thing again. The factions will now be updated in the new DLC. Being aligned with them with a faction means you can buy their gear or your Destiny Year 1 rep carries forward. So you will not obviously have to start fresh from all those factions you've been doing, which is cool.
Drifting out there, deep beneath dead oceans, signaling all the while. We the first to crack.
Okay, so the PvP person called Shax also has weekly bounties. If you complete all 5, you complete the last one, which will offer the Nightfall Weird, so you can have a chance to get an exotic weapon, which is called Shax. Also sells Legendary Ghost with PvP focused perks, additional glimmer when killing titans, or additional XP when you're killing hunters, or something like that, which is quite cool. Legendary Marks is still 200. Our marks will be converted to commendations, which you can cash in for reputation, which is also good. When you shard a legendary item, you will get legendary marks. So when you dismantle a legendary gear from the new DLC, you will get marks, which is awesome. The crystal whip and carries over, blah blah blah.
Attention, all Guardians. Strike at the heart of the enemy to push back their advance.
Guardian, do you need something?
Now the exotic upgrades will now cost the upgrade costs will cost legendary marks, as I showed you on the screen. To use the year 2 exotics, you have to be level 40.
Vex encryption.
He will now sell legendary ingots for 135 legendary marks. Who's Banshee? Banshee the Ghostsmith has undergone significant changes. Obviously the foundries, you can get weapons.
An engram is power. Ideal form.
Okay, so now we get to the interesting part now. What is in? This question now is what is in the Taken King. So now I'm going to read all the stuff that's going to be revealed, just the names of all the stuff. So the year 1 is obviously VIP rewards. You'll get the Sparrow Shader and Founder's Fortune emblem. The Legendary Edition, you get obviously everything. Collectors, you get everything, including the weapons pack, the 3 exotic class items, and then you get obviously the Strange Coin replica. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, dokie, right. The pre-order bonus is you get a Soros Arsenal pack. Okay, so that's quite cool. Okay, so what's in the thing? So in the 2 new locations in the DLC is Dreadnought, which is obviously the ship, and Phobos, which I don't really know. Story mission is the one that I've here seen as one story mission, which I don't think that'll be one. I'm pretty sure it'll be multiple, but it's called the Coming War. Quest lines is called the Unsealed Paradox, Crispal quest lines, and Trials of Osiris quest lines. Okie dokie. Strikes is the Fallen Saber, the Shield Brothers, and the Sunless Cell. They are the new strikes. And the Echo Chamber. The new raid is called King's Fall Raid. The Crucible maps is Ghost Ship, I've not played on, Memento, Vertigo, Bannerfall, Crossroads, Frontier, I have played on, an XR, which I've not played on, and a Sexter 618. We have Mayhem and Rift and Zone Control, which is quite cool. We got 3 new subclasses, which is called the Night Stalker, which is the bow for the hunter, the Stormcaller, which is electric arc for the warlock. The Night Stalker is actually void. Sunbreaker, which is the Titan, which is a hammer. So that's everything with that. Okay, so now we're going to read out all their new exotic weapons and their perks. Okay, so, and this will also tell you how to get them as well. Okay, so the first one is called Sleeper Simulant, a heavy weapon fusion rifle that offers a player a highly intensity laser blast which over penetrates and also bounces off walls. Players can upgrade the Sleeper Simulant prototype by visiting the Banshee to increase the bounce rate and intensity of the weapon. Okay, how do you get that weapon? The Sleeper Simulant weapon is locked behind a series of quests, which are exotic bounties that players must acquire from Banshee, the gunsmith. These quests take players deeper into the Dreadnought to uncover hidden relics from the Golden Age that help unlock the prototype weapon's true potential. Relics are hard to find, but by listening carefully for audio clues and tactical using your gaze, you'll be able to uncover each of the hidden locations. It's not going to be easy though, so you might expect a high level fight as you might work through the new patrol areas of the Dreadnought. Okay, so that's quite cool. The next one is it's called Chaperone. Unique perk as precision kills will grant a brief increase to handling, range, rate of fire and stability for this weapon. Chaperone is an exotic shotgun which fires a single slug shot and provides the player with an agility boost when equipped, much like the MIDI multi-tool. Okay, so we got the next one, which is a Void, I think. A Void fusion rifle. So you've got a real beauty here. The Telesto is an exotic fusion rifle that attaches projectiles to enemies that detonate with a delayed Void blast. Kind of like a sticky grenade launcher with layers in one. Gaining multi kills with this weapon allows you to drop orbs for your allies to pick up. The Telesto is a sleek looking weapon, 2 clean with metallic edges. You can bet this one is going to be really hard to come by. Certainly no Xur cells here. And then you got here, no time to explain. Precision hits will refill the mag, similar to the Black Hammer. This weapon is an exotic weapon. This weapon is an exotic version of the Stranger's rifle. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, that's cool. The next one is a Zahalo Supercell. Fires chain lightning, similar to the Warlock Stormcaller subclass. This arc damage auto rifle is a small in appearance, looking similar to a typical AK-47. It has a massive ammo count, 300 plus, a clip size of 32, and a very high fire rate. Its unique perks offers change damage by bouncing off nearby enemies. Now we got a Fabian strategy. Unique perk is life support. Killing enemies with this weapon when critically wounded have a chance to start regenerating health. Fabian strategy is an exotic auto rifle which is rewarded with the Taken King quest. It has a high rate of fire and low impact rating. So it says here taking a Taken King quest. Okay, Ace of Spades. Unique perk is none. This weapon combines through it has Maverick, precision kills, the Firefly, which is quite cool. Ace of Spades is a stylish exotic head cannon that comes bundled with Firefly, Maverick and Third Eye perks. Players will enjoy a permanent radar while aiming in addition to reduce thingy. Players can earn this exotic weapon through a Taken King quest. That is cool. Next one is Tyalok. I think that's how you say it. Eye of the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate as your health gets lower. An exotic scout rifle. Tyalok comes with Overflow, the Eye of the Storm perks, providing better weapon stats, e.g. rate of fire, while the player's super is fully charged and weapons accuracy increases. Improves and the player's health decreases. The first curse is an exotic
Strange matter of acid.
Okay, look, unique perk is the first curse. Precision kills with this aiming down sight grants increased range and stability until the next reload. Ooh. This exotic auto rifle comes with this too. How's it? That's not an auto rifle, but okay. Okay, so this exotic auto rifle, which I think is actually a hand cannon, comes with two familiar perks, but the first curse and Deadeye. Both of these perks improve the weapon's range and stability while aiming down. Okay, yes, we got the Jade Rabbit. The Fate of All Falls. Chain body shots to gain bonus dodge on the next precision shot and return ammo to the mag. It's been a long time coming up, but the exotic is officially out in the Taken King, but it's not clear how or where or how to get it. But it's going to be a rare IRNG. Next one is the Boolean Gemini. Ooh. Unique perk. One way or another. Gain bonus agility for on precision kills or bonus armor on non-precision kills. It's an interesting sort of weapon. A unique perk comes as a set. Nothing really great. The Hereafter. Blinding Light. I think this is a sniper. Blinded by enemies following precision hits. Hold on. This exotic sub-pop I thought was going to be sorts of problems, both in PvP and PvE. With a helmet set 14 top effect, players can easily blind group of enemies for their teammates to swoop in and clean up. It's possible that the sub will be considered by a low fire rate to avoid any overpowered tactical monster. Ooh. And here we go, guys. These are the 3 exotic swords. So let's go to the Bolt Caster. It is a arc light from your sword, creating a large lingering electrical storm, which is called the Sword of Thunder perk. This your first exotic sword in the Taken King. The Bolt Caster is true to its name, offering a unique perk that allows players to charge and fire a beam of arc light from the sword, leaving an electrical sword in its wake. We can only begin to imagine the potential of this weapon. Players can add this through the 3 channels: the Checks Crucible, an exotic quest, or the RNG reward. Okie dokie. Next one is the Dark Drinker, which is a void. I won't read it. The race is a solar. So I will keep that as short as possible. Don't want to spoil anything. Okay, so now we'll go to the exotic armor pieces. So I've not actually seen any of this, so it'll be quite nice to see, what this is going to be like. Okay, so this is a Warlock chest piece. Picking up primary ammo gives you a chance to gain Glimmer. Which got nose. This is called the Alchemist Raiment. Alchemist Raiment is a Warlock chest piece. It's not only is this armor piece sexy, but it comes with a new perk that's really interesting. Although this perk this won't give you buff during a firefight. It'll come in handy over the long run when you want to pick up multiple weapon armor pieces, or especially in armor. Each of which requires Glimmer as a currency source. These other perks will recharge your melee and gun abilities if you pick up ores when the super meter is full. Okay, so next we got a Warlock Gauntlets called Ophidian Aspect. Unique perk is Viper Totemic. And improves Siphon, Void, melee attack. So that'd be like a Void Walker, I'm assuming. It improves the melee attack roll spell stats. We've got this one, is an exotic. This is a Storm Cooler gloves for your Storm Cooler class. It's called the Impossible Machines. Lightning Rod. Similar to the Titan exotic Immortalist Fist, this exotic unlocks the subclass perk Landfall for free. That's cool. Next is an exotic helmet for the Warlock. It's called Astro Kite Verse. It's a Warlock for the helmet. Unique perk is Teleportation, reduces the cooldown of Blink and also increases the travel distance. Ooh. The Stag is another exotic Warlock helmet for the Sunsinger. Do or die. Supercharges faster when your teammates are dead. Only use 1 per life though. Chance to respawn with an overshield. Not bad. Okay, so now, whoa, this is big. They've actually now brought out exotic boots for the Warlock. This is cool. This is called Transversive Steps. Strange angles. Faster movement while speed while crouching, collecting ammo will reload the ammo much. So that's quite cool. So now we're moving over to the Titan. We have the Titan helmet called the Empyrean Bellicose. Unique perk is float in the air while aiming a weapon. Oh yeah. We've got a Titan chest piece, which is called the Twilight Garrison. Unique perk is tactical air support. You quickly evade attacks while airborne by pressing the appropriate controller button. That'd be cool. We got Titan gauntlets called the Immolation Fists. Unique perk Accelerant unlocks a Sunbreaker subclass perk called the Explosive Pyre for free. Killing enemies with your hammer will cause them to explode, chaining solar damage to nearby enemies. Oh yeah. We got another pair of Titan exotic gloves called the Thagomizers. That is an exotic Titan gauntlets. I'll say that again. Unique perk 1-2 punch. For South Africa will recharge from melee kills and vice versa. You also gain additional melee grenade. No, additional melee charge. Oh, that's cool. We have another Titan exotic helmet called the Teokonaut. Unique perk is air traffic control. All your rocket launchers gain tracking, homing, missile effect. Radar remains visible while ADS with the heavy weapons and heavy ammo drops are more likely. We got a new exotic boots for the Titan called the Dune Marchers. They look good. Unique perk is called the Speed Demon. Better sprint. I think that means better sprint speed, slide distance, and overall movement speed while aiming your weapon. Oh yeah. Now we got to go over to the Hunter. These are the gloves. Hunter exotic gloves provided hunters with an additional mini grenade charge. We got Hunter chest piece, which is for the Blade Dancer. The Tarantella reduces arc damage for minions of the darkness. Arc grenades and arc blade recharges faster. Blah blah blah. Hunter gloves. Oh yeah, the chest piece is called the ATS-8 Tarantella. So that's basically like the spider chest piece. Oh yeah. So I wonder if you have the. Oh no, you can't even have both. I was going to see if you could have the two exotics equipped. Okay, so the Shinobi's Vow is the Hunter exotic gauntlets for the Blade Dancer. The unique perk is called New Tricks, improves the skip grenade, and you also gain an additional skip grenade charge. Another Blade Dancer exotic provides the Hunter skip grenades. Okay, so we've got here the Hunter helmet, exotic helmet, which is called the Graviton Forfeit, which is for the new subclass, the Night Stalker. Unique perk is Elusive Shadow, unlocks the Night Stalker subclass skill Shade Step for free, which is awesome. We've got another one which is called the Sky Burner's Annex, which is called the unique perk is called the Versatile Shooter. Heavy weapon kills will sometimes create orbs, collecting orbs when your supers. Nice. The exotic boots for the Hunter, which is the last thing for the exotic armor pieces, is the Frost EE5 Hunter boots. Exotic Hunter boots. Unique perk: rapid cooldown, acute turn radius while sprinting, increased grenade and melee regeneration. While sprinting. So that's quite cool. So we got that, and now we got to go to the last bit of this explaining everything with the Taken King is going to be the raid gear. So let's have a look at the raid gear. So the primary weapons for the gear is called the Harrowed Anguish of Daistan. It's just an auto rifle. Harrowed Doom of Chelsis is called the Scat Rifle. Harrowed Smite of Moraine is called the Pulse Rifle. Harrowed Zeal's Bane is a hand cannon, which is quite nice. For special, we have a Harrowed Silence of Arn, which is a shotgun. Harrowed Midher's Reckoning, which is a fusion rifle. And we got Harrow's Defiance of Yasmin, which is a sniper rifle. For heavies, we have the Harold Williams Frenzy rocket
What do you want
launcher.
to see what we
We have the Harold Williams Terminus, which is a machine gun. Okay, so we have 2 masks for the Hunter, Titan and Warlock. So the first one is called the Harold Dark Hollow Mask for the Hunter, Harold Mouth of for the Warlock, Harold War Newman's Crown for the Titan. I'm assuming they will be from normal mode, and I'm assuming this will be from the hard mode. From hard mode, you'll be getting, I think, the Dark Hollow Mask for the Hunter, Mouth of Warlock, and War Newman's Crown for the Titan. For the Gauntlets, you have the Hallowed Dark Hollow Grasp for the Hunter, Hallowed Grasp of Ear for the Warlock, Hallowed War Newman's Fist for the Titan. For hard mode, you'll be received the Dark Hollow Grasp for the Hunter, Grasp of Warlock, and War Newman's Fist for the Titan.
Clever.
Okay, so chest pieces, we have the Hallowed Dark Hollow Chiton, I think, for the Hunter, Hallowed Chasm of Yol for the Warlock, Hallowed War Yom's Chest for the Titan. For hard mode, you will receive the Dark Hollow Chiton
Patterns and everything.
for the Hunter. For hard mode, Chasm of Yol for the Warlock, and War Newman's Chest for the Titan from hard mode. So this is from normal mode. You will receive the Hallowed Dark Hollow Treads, which is the boots, Hallowed Path of Cole, Exol, Warlock, which is the boots, and Hallowed War Newman's Boots for the Titan, which is also boots. From hard mode, you will receive the Dark Hollow Treads for the Hunter. From hard mode, Path of Soul, or I think it's Soul, yeah, and the War Newman's Boots for the Titan. The Path of Soul is the Warlock one. So the class items you will receive in the raid is the Dark Hollow Mantle for the Hunter, Bond of the Warlock, and the War Newman's Mark for the Titan. So that does look good. So there you go, guys. That is all the exotics, all the raid gear, all the exotic armors, weapons, everything you need to learn about the everything you need to learn about the Taken King. Okay, so that was that was a lot of reading to do. But there you go, guys. That is the exotics, the raid gear, and the changes of the Taken King. So if you've enjoyed this 45-minute stream, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions to do with the raid gear, please comment below in the video and I will explain all the raid gear. If you want the link for I will drop down below the link for the raid gear description underneath the video description. So this is it, guys. So thank you for watching and